Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Being the Odds. It is Monday, September 18th, 2023, and we are back with our NFL best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach, and welcome to Being the Odds. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, hit the notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post these NFL videos every single day. The NFL is on, along with college football and the MLB. We're also coming out big winning years in the NBA, college basketball, and a winning year in the NHL. We're going after our first 15,000 subscribers, our first 7 months on YouTube. Really excited to have y'all here. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. So to recap yesterday's results, we had our first tough day in the NFL. Yesterday we went 4-7 yesterday. Not ideal whatsoever. We had the Bills minus 8.5. That was a winner. Jets plus 9.5. That was a loss. Commanders plus 3.5. Huge winner. Huge come from behind winner. By the way, Redskins, Commanders, football team, whatever you want to call them. We're 2-0 since Dan Snyder resigned in disgrace. Thank you, Dan, for leaving. You should be in jail. Falcons and Bengals were my two best bets that we gave out to our members yesterday. Both losses there. Really tough. I mean, the Falcons lost. They won but didn't cover, and the Bengals just gave the game away with a bad pick on the goal line. Thank you, Joe Burrow. Titans plus 2.5. That was a winner. Jags plus 3.5 and Bears plus 2.5 for both losses. Both very avoidable losses there. Should have won. Seahawks plus 4.5. That was a winner. And then Pats and Giants rounded out with both losses at the end of the day. The Pats really blew that game with. If you don't fumble in those two when you're on the Miami side of the field, kick field goals, we at least cover that game. Tough loss there. And the Giants, man, you guys suck. I know you guys came back and won, but you're not very good. But overall for the year, even though we had a tough day yesterday, 42-25 overall for the season so far. That's 63 or 64%, excuse me, for the year, which is fantastic. We're 16-8 in our best bets so far. And we have today for Monday day, we have 2 Monday Night Football games. It's gonna be absolutely awesome. So I have 4 free picks for you guys today. I have 2 members only, and our members only are not just plays, they are our best bets tonight. You know where to get them, zdmbets.com/picks. As a member, you get all of our members only plays and our members only best bets. You have direct line to me about any game you're considering betting across all the major sports. As long as you send that question to me 60 minutes before game time, you'll get a guaranteed response back from me, and you have a direct line. And also, you have our free picks, text it straight to you before these videos come out. They will take advantage of early lines and early odds. Again, that website is zdmbets.com/pick, zdmbets.com/pick, zdmbets.com/pick. So we have 4 free picks today. Let's get into them. I'm going to start with the Cleveland and Pittsburgh game. I'm going to start with the under 38.5 for the Browns and Steelers. Both of these teams have elite defenses with question marks in offense. TJ Watt and Myles Garrett, if you were to ask people to power rank the best defensive players in the game, you'd probably put these guys anywhere between 1 and 3. Myles Garrett is an absolute game wrecker. Same with TJ Watt. They're going to cause absolute havoc in this game. Both of these have good secondaries as well, so I don't really see them going over the top too much. And honestly, if you look at Cleveland, they don't really have an over-the-top threat. Pittsburgh really doesn't either. They have a lot of good possession receivers and yak guys, but they don't have really a ton of deep threats. I can see both Pittsburgh and Cleveland relying heavily on the run and screen game to really slow down TJ Watt and Myles Garrett and these tough pass rushers. I really like the under here. I think this is going to be a defensive battle, low scoring, tight game. I like the under here. Next, we have the over 12.5 receiving yards for Jalen Warren. The Steelers are going to at first attempt to start a run game against Cleveland. That's just what's going to happen. But Najee Harris is one of the most inefficient runners in the NFL by a mile. He was fantastic at Alabama. He's not good in the NFL, and he runs very soft, in my opinion. Once they run after the first quarter, they run Najee Harris 6-7 times, and he gains 15 yards. They're going to go to the screen game with Jalen Warren. Jalen Warren gets all of the offensive snaps when it's like a passing down. And all it really takes here is him to take one screen play, 15 yards, or it takes them 2 catches for 7 yards, like basically 2 dump downs. And listen, Kenny Pickett is known for taking what the defense gives him, and I think they're going to give him. I think they're going to give Jalen Warren a lot of run in this game. I think they're going to give him a lot of opportunities to get those little 4-yard curl routes, and then he can take another 4 or 5 yards up the field. I think this number is way too low. I love Jalen Warren here going over 12.5 receiving yards. They're not going to use Najee Harris that much in this game. I really like him here. Next, we have the under 40.5 in the Saints and Panthers. Both offenses have serious questions, just like the Steelers and the Browns. But in this case, they have new quarterbacks. And the Saints are missing Alvin Kamara. Obviously, that's a huge deal. They had no run game to speak of when they played against the Titans. It was all had to be on Derek Carr's arm. And they're not going to have, it's not going to be any better. I mean, they still have, they're not, it's not going to be any better whatsoever because Kamara is still out. I don't love the O-line for the Panthers whatsoever to protect Bryce Young. He's still getting used to the NFL, and the Saints have a very strong front four. The Saints have looked on offense, anemic at best on offense when it came to a running game. Derek Carr threw the ball a little bit, which was good to see. But if you look at this, it wasn't like the Titans defense is elite. The Chargers put up 24 points against them, and the Saints put up 16. Those were like the most hard-fought 16 points I've ever seen, and they were at home. Now they're going on the road. The Panthers, last game, they did not move the ball well whatsoever. Bryce Young is still getting used to the league. I think he'll actually be very, very solid, but they don't have a great line to protect him. I don't love his weapons. I can see both of these teams starting fast in their first couple of drives because Derek Carr plays very well out of the half and start the game because of those scripted drives. I could see Bryce Young doing the same, but I could see them losing some steam very, very quickly. I love the under in this game. This is going to be a defensive game if I've ever seen one. And my last play of the day is going to be, last free play of the day, is going to be Adam Thielen over 2.5 catches. Once they realize they can't protect Bryce, what they're going to go to is they're going to try to establish a run. I don't think that's going to work too well. And what's going to happen, they're going to go to a quick passing game, and they're going to go to the play action game, which is where Thielen thrives. Thielen is the definition at this point of his career as a possession receiver. He's not a yak guy, and Thielen is almost always the mid-range guy in the play action. So there's a bootleg, there's always a short guy who's running about 3-4 yards down the field. There's going to be a deep ball opportunity. Basically, it's usually it's wherever they're booting to. He's probably taking a go route or a post. And also Thielen's the usually guy on the backside who's coming across on the 13-14 yard range. I think he's going to be open a lot in these spots. And I think when it comes to the quick passing game, you have to go your most trusted receiver, run the routes correctly. Thielen is definitely that guy for the Panthers. So I can see him catching some like 5-yard catches, 5-yard curls, getting hit immediately, going down. But guess what? We're betting catches, we're not betting yards. I love the Thielen here over 2.5 catches for the game. Now, so like I said, those are our free picks. We do have 2 members-only best bets tonight that I absolutely love. And again, you get to the zdnbets.com/picks. But a quick recap, what we have the under 38.5 in Cleveland-Pittsburgh. We have over 12.5 receiving yards for Jalen Warren, under 40.5 total points for the Panthers and the Saints. And we have Adam Thielen over 2.5 catches. So let's go lock in those picks. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. I'll see you all tomorrow. Make sure y'all check those other videos.